Cody Rhodes just teased bringing in a major guest to join him at WrestleMania, so we'll see what the latest is there. We'll also check out what's going on with Becky Lynch, Bayley, and more. Let's start things off with Cody Rhodes. Cody's 2023 WWE return has been off to an electric start. He returned at the Royal Rumble, entered at number 30, and ended up winning the whole match to earn himself an opportunity to face the undisputed Universal Champion at the main event of WrestleMania 39. And even with WrestleMania still being several weeks away, Cody Rhodes has been putting on great segments to keep his story going. He's already had great encounters with both Paul Heyman and Sami Zayn, and fans assume that we'll most definitely get some face-to-face moments between both Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns down the line as well. And one of the biggest challenges that Cody Rhodes will have to deal with is the same exact challenge all of Roman's other opponents had to go through, and that's the massive disadvantage of the numbers game. Roman and the Bloodline just outnumbered anyone they came across. You may sign up for a one-on-one match with Roman Reigns, but it's almost like a guarantee that the Usos, Paul Heyman, or Solo Sikoa will get involved in some way if things start to look bad for Roman Reigns. Prior to this upcoming match with Cody Rhodes, the last time Roman's title reign felt truly at risk was back at Clash at the Castle against Drew McIntyre. That was a scary matchup for Roman Reigns, but he survived because of Solo Sikoa. And it basically goes back to what Sami Zayn was saying as well. Roman and the Bloodline just always find a way to survive and come out on top. Well, Cody Rhodes recently spoke with Peter Rosenberg on Cheap Heat, and they were going over the possibility of Brandi Rhodes entering the fray. Cody Rhodes had this to say about what Brandi Rhodes has accomplished and the possibility of her joining his side in WWE. Quote, "As far as Brandi is concerned, I never know. Like my dad, when Brandi got in, I went, you have to do your own thing and be your own self. I'm so proud. When I talk about what we built AEW, there's a reason why I name everybody in it. Without Matt, Nick, Kenny, Tony Khan, Bernie, Brandi, Dana, it would have never happened. All those names have to be included because it was so fragile. I'm so proud of what she did and her contributions to it. If I'm Roman Reigns, I'm not necessarily scared of Brandi Rhodes. If I'm Mr. Heyman, I would be scared of what could happen. She's really enjoying watching this. My whole family. Not that they've come out of the woodwork, they've always been big supporters. But for Mania, because I've never been in this situation before, I've gotten everything really organized in advance." End quote. So an interesting teaser by Cody Rhodes. Obviously, no one wants to see a screwy finish, especially not for a WrestleMania main event. But if the Bloodline starts things off with their usual tactics, it would be interesting if that's when Brandi Rhodes could make her presence felt, just to even the odds a bit and get things back to a fair ground. It's not like she's going to physically take down every single one of the Bloodline members by herself, but even just a simple distraction will go a long way for Cody Rhodes if Roman Reigns and the Bloodline are up to their usual shenanigans. So whatever the plan is, Cody appears to have everything already in place for the entire family to be present for his WrestleMania main event match. And the story is far from over. So it's going to be very interesting to see what direction this story goes in as we get closer to WrestleMania. They already made it even more personal right away with Heyman and Cody's first encounter. They kicked off this feud by saying that Roman Reigns was a creation of Dusty Rhodes, and how Dusty preferred Roman over his own sons. It doesn't get much more personal than that start right there. So be on the lookout for every little detail that's going on with Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. It looks like Becky Lynch's WrestleMania 39 story is a bit similar to Seth Rollins' WrestleMania story from 2022. WrestleMania has been a very successful spot for Becky Lynch over the last few years. You look at WrestleMania 35, Becky Lynch wins the Undisputed Women's title by defeating both Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair in the main event of WrestleMania. Then you look at WrestleMania 36, Becky Lynch walks into the show as Raw Women's Champion and successfully defends her title against the big new threat at the time of Shayna Baszler. Then she missed WrestleMania 37 due to her pregnancy, but she came right back at WrestleMania 38 by walking into the show as Raw Women's Champion. So for the past 3 WrestleMania events that Becky Lynch competed at, she was either winning the title, defending the title, or walking in as champion. Just all-time great success. But the problem with 2023 is that Becky Lynch's path to WrestleMania 39 isn't as clear as her last 3 WrestleMania appearances. And this is what Becky Lynch was talking about in her promo from Raw. She said that she's been so occupied and distracted with Bayley and Damage Control that she may miss out on WrestleMania. That led to Bianca Belair and Bayley coming out to speak with Adam Pearce and Becky Lynch. Then it's announced that Becky, Bayley, and Bianca will face each other in a triple threat match with high stakes. If Becky or Bayley win, they get added to the Elimination Chamber match. If Bianca won, Becky and Bayley both stay out. So it was almost like a last chance opportunity for Becky or Bayley to slip into the Elimination Chamber to book their road to WrestleMania by becoming the new #1 contender for the Raw Women's title. But the issue was that Bianca Belair ended up winning that triple threat match, so Becky and Bayley lose the potential path to WrestleMania. Following the conclusion to the Women's Elimination Chamber match, both women's title matches at WrestleMania will be booked. Bianca Belair versus the Chamber winner, and Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley. So unless they do something where Bianca's WrestleMania match turns into a triple threat, it looks like contending for that title is out of the question for Becky Lynch. And you could see how disappointed Becky Lynch was when she wasn't able to get the job done on Raw. It sort of relates back to Seth Rollins' WrestleMania story in 2022, where he got more crazy and desperate since he had no clear path to WrestleMania. But of course, Seth ended up facing the returning Cody Rhodes, and they had one of the greatest feuds of the year. So that ended up working out just fine. But it looks like that will be Becky's direction and story, at least for the next few weeks. She'll be desperately looking for her way onto the WrestleMania 39 card. And Becky Lynch probably won't be the only one. Bayley is sorta in the same boat. Maybe Damage Control will defend the women's tag team titles at WrestleMania, but it still leaves Bayley without a match and significant role on the show. And it's very tough. If you're not a champion or a Royal Rumble winner, chances are that your road to WrestleMania could look a bit foggy and uncertain. So we have to see how this story turns out for Becky Lynch. It turned out extremely well when they did it for Seth Rollins. So does this story also have a great WrestleMania ending for Becky Lynch? Chances are that it will be a non-title match. So, does Becky Lynch possibly face Bayley one more time at WrestleMania? Or does she move on to another new opponent? It'll be interesting to see what Becky Lynch's WrestleMania plans turn out to be. But what are your thoughts on today's stories with Cody Rhodes and Becky Lynch? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.